Let's talk about how to get secret units and what they do. Hey yo, blubby, this is Sister here. Hopefully having a great day. I'm having a great day. We're back today in some lovely Eternal Tower Defense. I have been absolutely loving this game. But what we're here today is we're going to be talking about secret units, how you get them, what their stats are, and all that good jazz. So if you have not already, please make sure you smash the like button, do the same subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate this man a lot, and let's get running into it. First things first, there is technically 3 secret units plus the event secret, quote unquote. We're going to be going over how to get each of them and what they do. So first things first, we're going to start off actually with the event secret. So how you get the event secret is you have to be able to do invasion. So invasion, basically you go in here. I would recommend doing this with a group of people. There's always people on the Discord doing stuff. I would recommend doing that. You have a 5% chance to get him during the runs. You also, if you manage to get 500 of the crystals, you can go ahead and get him from the invasion shop. So kind of a little built-in like safety net, and he is the only one of the specialty units that I'm talking about today that you can do this with. So the other 3, in order to get them, you need to go ahead and do eternal challenge modes. So that would be for Planet Namek, you have to do the challenge mode, Arlong Park, and Soul City. Now, where you get each of these is Vegeta. I'm going to show you the little screenshots I grabbed. You get Vegeta from basically Namek, Arlong from Arlong Park, and Soul City is Rukia. Each wave gives you a 0.1% chance in order to get these guys at the very end. Meaning, if you get to wave 51, you have a 5.1% chance to get this unit. Sometimes this can take a while. Vegeta, I got him at level 10. Arlong, not that much further afterwards. Ruka took me 4.5 days. Okay. And that's constantly grinding. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, like it's so much. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and check on out what each of these 4 units do, just so you can have a reference as to what they do if you want to go after them. Now, I will tell you the event unit is one of the top units in the game, so definitely something I would recommend grinding for. He's a little pain in the butt to get though. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on into a run, get set up, and I will show y'all what these guys do. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about first one you're likely to encounter, which is going to be Vegeta. So this is maxed out stats. I don't have the beginning stats. I'm sorry. But I mean, look at the size of the AoE. He does start off as a cone or line attacker, but he does become a AoE, like full AoE, much like Brolu does. So we're going to go ahead and do upgrades. So 7 in total. These guys do not have an awakened form at this time. I don't know if that'll change in the future. So once you get this 2000 upgrade is when they become a full AoE unit. So everything that basically the light touches or the circle touches, it's going to be able to nuke. But it is a ground unit, so keep that in mind. Let's keep going through those upgrades. So max damage, 14,700. Nice big range. Honestly, a really good unit to have, especially if you're starting out. This definitely carried me in the beginning when I was working through stuff, helped me a lot, especially getting through some of the areas. Works really well also in Solo City, because then you only need to get something like Goku or Brolu to help with damage. This thing does a lot of work. I used it a lot, especially in Solo City in the beginning. So let's go ahead and move on to Arlong. So Arlong's placement, second most expensive of the 2. So he has a giant attack circle, really small, basically, area that he can attack. Starts off, there you go. Let's go ahead and do these upgrades. Again, his attack circle is huge. Got rapid slashes. As you can see, his attack triggered there because the mobs got a little too close. Attack circle got a little bit bigger. These final upgrades, he does get a little bit bigger on his attack aura. So he's at 15,000, a 5.1 cooldown. But again, he Of the two, to be honest, I liked Vegeta more just because it's a massive AoE. And you get the AoE a lot sooner than you do with Arlong. So honestly, if you're going to be going for any of these two, I would recommend going after Vegeta. Next up, we're going to be going over Ruka. So Ruka has a freeze. So starts off line attacker. That is max damage, so 927 for an 1800 placement is kind of a lot. But let's go ahead and start those upgrades. So again, still freezing for 1 second. All right, so we have reached the final upgrade. So our 15,000 and we're on 506. Like there's still one more upgrade. There's still a massive range that's going to be given. Let's go ahead and hit that. Look at that range. That is huge. That is like... That's absolutely massive. And the fact that it freezes, however, that cooldown is a 9.8. So that's a little... Oof. But I guess, because you can place 3 of them, if you put one to say last, strong, and first, it definitely could cause some issues. So 22,000 damage. That's still a lot. That actually may be one I'm going to put in my team rotation because I don't have some of the other support units. That price though, oof. Oof. But yeah, no, that range, oof. Now, the last one we're going over is the event unit. I'm not even going to attempt to say his name because it's going to come out butchered and then y'all are going to make fun of me in the comments. So, 1400 to start, put down 1500 damage to start. Really good unit, especially if you're doing event. Once he gets put down, just put him on a straightaway. It's my biggest recommendation, or put him in the front like I've done here. So let's go ahead and start upgrades. We have 9. This is with his awakened form. I do not have the base form, and I'll go over how to get his awakened form here in a minute, but let's go ahead and go through these upgrades. So still a line unit. Once he gets brutal destruction, he goes to a circle, which I don't know why we do that, because if we keep upgrading him, once he gets dimensional slash for that 6th upgrade, we go back to a line unit. And this is why I said you want to put him on a big long straightaway, because I mean, this is a lot of damage, and this isn't even the best part about him. So again, we're going through these upgrades. Now for this final upgrade, it is considerably expensive, but we're going to get burn. Now, this burn does do slightly more than Rudius, which was the free-to-play from the Eternal Pass. And Rudius doesn't have this line disadvantage, because Rudius is just a circle. So, yeah. Kind of keep that in mind depending on what zone you're doing, but for, like, event, Namek, I would also probably have to say for Solo City, this guy's going to reign supreme. So look at that damage, that cooldown of 5.3, range is 7.6. The only other unit that kind of compares to this, it would be a Awakened Mihawk. And honestly, I feel like Awakened Mihawk's probably a little bit easier to get than this guy, but that's just my opinion. So there you go. All right, let's go ahead and go back to the lobby. I can show you where to get this Hell Sword, and kind of just wrap on up the video. Big recommendations, you're going to go after any of these guys. Definitely the event unit, definitely Vegeta, and definitely Ruka. Kind of sad I went after Arlo. All right, so again guys, you could only get these units by doing their area, their event, their basically eternal. So kind of keep that in mind. These are, you cannot get these from banners in any way, shape, or form. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. But I mean, these units are really nice. Some of them have stats that, like, even if you get the LRs from the banners, like, they're better than the base LRs. Some of the awakened LRs are slightly or significantly better, but also playstyle. So how you get the Hell Sword right now, you used to be able to get it from the event. You have to get 250 of the gems in order to get it now. So yeah, just kind of keep that in mind, that that's how you get the Hell Sword. I'm not even gonna lie. My first completed run of Invasion, which I didn't do till level 39, I got him on my first run. Yeah. To be fair, Ruka took me 4 days of constantly doing these dungeons through the Eternal Pass and everything else. So I'm kind of not, I don't feel bad because Ruka has been the bane of my existence for the past like week. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully y'all are able to get some of the secret units if you decide to go after them. If you already have one, let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to know. If we do get more secret units, I will showcase them at a later time. So y'all have a good day.